Is that my watch? Or
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to KCBD Now. I'm Kurt Kaiser, and we've got a very, very exciting show for you. This is actually the first week for KCBD Now. We've had a great week of some wonderful guests, and we are finishing up Friday with a bang, and that is we are going to be talking with Natalie Huey. Natalie is the owner of Signature Stag, local men's shop in town. We're going to learn all about Signature Stag, not only in Lubbock, but other areas around the South Plains. Natalie, welcome this morning. We're glad you're here.
I am so happy to be here.
Yes, and in honor of Natalie being here, I am wearing a Signature Stag, a signature shirt.
Yes.
And Natalie, this is part of your tech collection.
Yes.
Texas Tech is a huge part of Signature Stag.
It is. So we're big Red Raider fans at Texas
Right.
Tech. I have 5 degrees from Texas Tech. So I am a big supporter. My husband went to Tech as well. Our polos are very unique. As you can see, they look great. They stand out, something you cannot find anywhere else.
Right.
So what makes them unique and special is I do limited edition only. So I do 36 in one style, and that is it. So when you go into Academy, they have hundreds of styles of, say, black Under Armour polos, and then everybody shows up in the same polo. I want all of my guys to show up in a different shirt to every tailgate. I do not want anybody to match. I want them to feel independent and unique. And then things I do that are different is, while designing them all from scratch, like see how your inside of your placket, which is the white part on the inside, really pops out that logo and makes it just stand out a little better. Little
Right,
details
right.
like that really show personality.
And so you can see you got the guns right here,
Yeah.
double guns. Can't see that over there. All right, there we go. And then on the back it says Reckham. You have
Yeah.
different things on the back,
I
on the
do.
front. I love that, and they are different, aren't
They are, and we also have 2 other logos we're well known for. So we have the Texas hand, which is like the whole state of Texas shape with the guns up on top. So it's like the state of Texas is wrecking it.
Yeah.
And then also a mustache logo, which is really cute. It's a little bit Yosemite Sam meets Masked Rider.
That's right. It is a little. I
Yeah.
didn't think about that. It is a little Yosemite Sam.
So-
Now, football season's on the way, of
Oh my
course,
gosh.
and that means your shirts are on the way. They'll be in soon. They're not there
They
yet.
are coming in close. The
Okay.
25th is when we'll get them in.
Okay.
So on game days, we have a Bloody Mary bar and mimosa bar. So we make it fun on game days. People come there and have a pre-tailgate to their tailgate, and then go out to the game. They get their new shirts. Everybody is always thrilled to see my new collection because
Right.
I do new designs every single season. Like I had a really cool one for Lubbock for my cotton farmers. That little cotton balls all over it. It was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And so just really try to tie in the community and their interest as well. One that's coming in is really unique. It's a throwback for the Jones. We also have a Leach shirt coming in, so I know there's a lot of Leach fans out there. But very unique, very different, make you stand out.
Well, people are not overly excited, I would say, about the new name of Jones Stadium. So to have something with Jones on it will be very popular, won't it?
I believe it will be. I think everybody is really big in supporting the
Right.
Jones.
That's right.
And so that's what they want to stick with, and they want to keep that memory intact.
Now, you mentioned something that if people aren't familiar with Signature Stag, they may be a little confused about, and that is you mentioned game days, mimosas, Bloody Marys. You don't always see that in the men's shop, and this isn't just on game days. This is what sets Signature Stag apart from any other men's store. Talk about that.
So first of all, we are your one-stop man shop. So
Right.
everything head to toe for guys, from shoes to business wear to casual, also grooming products. So that sets us apart, where we offer everything. We are known as your one-stop man shop. So it makes it very easy to get everything you need in one place. We also have a unique man cave-like atmosphere. So guys, my whole concept, signature is a signature look, like your physical signature. Stag is in a stag party, a social gathering of men. So a place guys can come and feel themselves and unique at the same time. That's how I came up with the name. So you come in, it's like a man cave.
Yeah.
Makes you feel very comfortable. We have a complete complimentary bar while you're shopping. So guys enjoy that. You know,
Well, and
yeah.
it's hard for men, I would imagine, and as a man, we don't always like to
Yeah.
go shopping. We don't enjoy shopping. You're trying to make
Exactly.
it fun, but you also cater to the women who are shopping for their man
We do.
and to make it fun, right?
Absolutely. We love taking care of our women. They come in with their kiddos. I have coloring books ready for the kiddos, keep them entertained. Women shoppers are a little different than men shoppers, but we are excellent. My staff is amazing. They're kind, they're smart, they're beautiful, and they're great at asking the key questions that really help us hone in on what guys are looking for, like a gift for dad or a gift for my husband for Christmas. What are his hobbies and interests? Asking those type of questions really gets us down to something that is going to be perfect for him. Men shoppers, they do come in a lot, and they're like, I'm not with my wife. I wish my wife was here. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's what I did yesterday. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, you're going to a wedding. What does her dress look like is my first question. Because when he goes home and has a matching pocket square that matches her dress, she's going to be thrilled and think he did such a good job. Plus, men like a woman's opinion, so that doesn't hurt either.
And the man will not think about matching his wife's dress. I'm telling you right now,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So that also will help.
Yep.
Now, that sets you apart from other men's stores, but also from Amazon. A lot of people shop on Amazon. A lot of people are ordering online.
Yeah.
However, the thing that you do, and you talked about it, is that your staff, and you in particular, do a great job of matching. Like yesterday, we were in there, and I'll talk about some of the clothes I selected yesterday in a minute. But you were talking about the pants that I'm wearing, and making sure that the shirt matches with the suit and all these different things.
Yeah.
So you really do personalize that experience.
I also look at eye color.
Yeah.
You have bright blue eyes. We want to show off those eyes, so I put him in blue a lot. He looks
Yeah.
very good in blue. To really pop and pull out that color. If a gentleman has a red skin tone, I will not put them in red because it doesn't look as good on them. So I also pay attention to the features and what makes a man look different and stand out better and what is more appropriate for that guy.
Right.
And yes, the details matter. The
Yeah.
details matter. So showing personality, our shirts are a little different than what you'd find at, say, a big box store. Little details that really make you stand out is what is so key.
Now, one thing we didn't talk about yet is the fact of how comfortable this shirt is.
Oh my gosh.
And I have had this shirt for about a year. I got it in the middle of football season last year. I get more compliments on this shirt than any other shirt I wear. I'm not saying that because you're here, Natalie.
It's because it's fun.
It's true.
It's because it's fun.
It is fun, but it feels great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hot here,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
We have 100-degree temperatures going on now, and it's hot. This shirt actually cools you off.
It does. So you'll see a common theme in my store: functionality, comfortable, easy care. So those things you'll find in a lot of my products. So it just makes it so much easier for the guy. You don't have to dry clean it. It keeps you 20 degrees cooler. It wicks
Yeah.
away sweat, so you don't stink. You don't feel as hot. It's
I
a
don't like
lot.
to stink.
Yeah, it's a lot different materials as well. So we use
Right.
bamboo in our fabric. So bamboo is a natural fibrous material that breathes well. It's not all synthetic, like what most performance polos or pullovers are made from. It's a different type of fabric that's a lot higher quality. And you can tell a difference when you put on this type of polo versus just a regular polo. It does keep you nice and cool. It does fit correctly. It does not wrinkle. So easy care, and you're always comfortable. So not only do you look good, you feel good.
You feel good, and that makes it
Yeah.
important as well. Now, I talked about yesterday going in to pick out some shirts, and the reason we did that, Natalie, is, as you know, we have 3 different segments on this show, and we have commercial breaks. Now, during the first commercial break, I'm going to dive into the dressing room and change my shirt, all right? Hopefully, I can do it in 3 minutes. We're going to see.
We're going to try.
We're going to try. And so that'll be a little more casual look and button down a long sleeve shirt.
Yes.
And then number 3, we've got a suit.
Yeah.
Or a jacket, sport coat. Yeah.
Business casual,
There you
business
go.
wear.
Yeah, business casual. So you'll see 3 different outfits,
Yep.
which I'll get to display for you. We have the runway. Well, we don't. It's actually
We have the runway.
We have our own-
And he's going to make it look great.
Oh yeah, we'll see. But that's going to be a lot of
Yeah,
fun,
that will
and you do have fun with guys picking out clothes for them, and you're catering to every occasion. You've talked about the football game. You had someone yesterday when I was in there preparing for a funeral.
Yes.
You had someone in there preparing for a wedding. All occasions, right?
All occasions. We do tuxedo and suit rentals as well. A lot of people
Yeah.
don't realize we do that. We have 4 purchase options, but that tuxedo suit rental, it's a lot different experience when you come in. You can have a beer instead of going to a box store where they're just in a hurry to get you measured and out the door. We really make it an experience. We also offer groomsmen parties, which is a very unique thing to just us, so what sets us apart. our customer service, as we talked about. So a groomsman party entails all of the guys from the groomsman party coming in at one time for a private event, and we have a bucket of beer waiting for them. They can sit on the couch, hang out with their buddies, and get measured all at one time, which also keeps the bridegroom getting stressed out.
That's important.
Yeah, it is. And then, just in general, we have such a wide range of products for everybody, every body type, every style, and every budget.
Good. Well, if you need something for a wedding, let's say, how soon do you need to come in, be fitted, and be ready to go for the big day?
I usually say about a month ahead. We
Okay.
have done it as little as 2 weeks. We don't like to push the envelope, but we can.
Okay.
We can do some rush jobs. But usually a month ahead is what is best, just to let us have some prep time. And it gives us time to correct any issues that may come in, which are typically almost never anything we do. It's usually the brand that sends us the tuxedo or suit rentals. They may mess up, but that gives
Yeah.
us time to correct the issue and make sure that they look good on their best and most important day of their life.
Perfect, perfect. Let's go back to the beginning of Signature Stag. And it didn't start here in Lubbock. It actually started in the Midland, Odessa market in Midland itself. And that was in 2013.
Yeah.
So 13 years ago, you started off. And how did you get the original idea for Signature
Okay.
Stag?
So first, I've always wanted to be a business owner. I did not know exactly what kind of business I wanted to go into, which is actually good. A lot of entrepreneurs look for niche markets. So my grandfather, he was a successful businessman. When the time he died, he had 13 farms, 2 corporations, and 3 partnerships.
Wow.
He had done everything from car dealerships to bars. Mostly what he did was focus on cotton. That was his big thing. But out of 19 cousins, I was the only one to go to business school, and he was thrilled about that. And which it was a very good learning experience for me. It helps me every day. Texas Tech, Reckham, they do a great job. But he told me, Natalie, don't just start something because you're interested in it or you think it's going to be a hobby. There's so many people out there that will open, say, a boutique. There's so much competition in the market that it's oversaturated and it's not the best decision. So you look for something that is not there and is needed to be there. So I moved to Midland. I was in financial planning. I kept hearing from my clients over and over, I'm going to have to go to Lubbock or I'm going to have to go to Dallas this weekend to go shop. And I'm like, why? And they're like, there's nowhere to shop here. There's a Men's Warehouse and that is it. And when's the last time you saw a guy in Midland, Texas wear a suit? Let's be honest, it doesn't happen. So really doesn't fit the target demographic for that area. So I started doing research. A light bulb went off in my head and I was like, hey, this is something to look into. At the time, they were #1 in the nation for highest income per capita because of such concentrated wealth.
With the oil field.
Yes, it is. And not only that, they have a 5-to-1 guy-to-girl ratio, which is crazy.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because the oil and gas industry, so many men move there to work in those fields. And then there's tons of women's boutiques all around Midland. There were no men's stores. So I'm like, this is a wide open market for me. I cannot believe this is just like the perfect fit. And then on top of that, because I didn't want to put everything that I've earned and saved and worked hard for up, for collateral with the bank to get started at 24 years old, I wanted to make sure it was a good decision. So on top of that, I wrote an 85-page business plan.
Wow.
My banker told me, we don't do 3 things for loans. We do not do restaurants, we do not do bars, and we do not do retail. And I said, just let me pitch you. Just let me pitch you. So I come in with this 85-page business plan that goes from marketing, it covers demographics, it has potential brands, breaks all that down. And I ended up with the whole entire bank in there like, oh my gosh, no one has ever done this for us before. No one has ever done this. I'm used to, Joe coming in here and having a 2-page handwritten business plan.
Right.
So they're like, we're going to take a chance on you. And you know what? God blessed me with a profit in my first year, which is unheard of.
That's definitely
just
unheard
a
of.
baby profit. But I'm telling
Yeah.
you, he has blessed my path the whole way.
Well, and your faith is important.
It is.
You point to God a lot as helping you along this journey, don't you?
Yeah, he's opened so many doors for me. And also there's been so many times I did not see his plan up close. And that's something I really feel is important for people to see. It's his timing, not ours. There was a time that we had something bad happen at the store. We had a huge flood right before we opened. And we had to take everything out, jackhammer up the floor and re-put it out. I remember just sitting there on the curb like, why? Why did this happen to me? Like, why did it have to happen? And it turned out that they redid it It gave me time to go on a vacation. It gave me time to hire more people, which I desperately needed because trying to get open, I had no time to do interviews. It was a
Right,
ton of
right.
work. I mean, this place was dirt floors and studs. I built it from the ground up. And so I got a vacation. I got time to hire. I got time to breathe right before opening. I got some more processes figured out, and it ended up that they gave me free rent, extra free rent because of what had happened. It was a flood from next door. The fire sprinklers came down on the nail salon people, which
Oh
is
my
crazy.
gosh.
Came under the wall, ruined our floors, and it ended up helping me get a profit because I didn't have to pay rent for a little bit, and I didn't have to pay any overhead. And they gave me extra advertising money because they felt so bad about what happened. They wanted me to be able to get the momentum going again
Sure.
for opening late. So actually, it was a blessing in disguise. Without that, I don't think I would have done as well. And I remember just at the time not thinking that that was something, that was good. And it turned
Right.
out God had my best interest at heart the whole time.
Yeah, I would imagine you're not excited when it happened, but
Yeah.
it's Romans 8:28 in action. Good things happen, and
Yep.
and God can turn things around. So
He can.
that's a great
Yeah.
story. So that was 2013, and then you expand into Lubbock in 2017, and you really wanted to get back to Lubbock with your business,
Did.
didn't you?
So I love Lubbock. I've lived in Lubbock more of my life than I did in my hometown, Amarillo. And love the Lubbock community, all the support, all the business owners helping each other, the community really rallying. We're just a close-knit community. And so my banker, even though they didn't do restaurant, retail, or bars, he actually was the one that called me and said, Natalie, your numbers look great. I think you should move back to Lubbock.
Wow.
Which I was thrilled. My only two living grandparents at the time were in Lubbock, and I wanted to get back to them. I wanted to get back closer to my mom and dad and my family. And so I just was thrilled that they were willing to open me up and take another chance on me
Sure.
in Lubbock. So happy to come back to Lubbock, thrilled to come back to Lubbock. And yeah, that was 2017, so pretty quick. Had one store open, figured it out, let's start duplicating now.
You mentioned your grandparents. Was your grandfather the one that inspired you to open the original?
He
Was
is.
he able to see your dream?
He unfortunately did not get.
He did
He
not.
knew I was going to open a business.
Okay.
Before he passed away, I was doing my financial planning, which was
see.
within a company, but it really is your own book of business. So
Right.
in a sense, it is your business. So that was a little bit. That gave me a lot of experience learning the numbers and working with other business owners. So that gave me a lot of insight into what it's like to be an entrepreneur and business owner.
I wanted to mention one thing about the 85-page report that you did. This was before the days of AI. Now you
Yes.
can put something in and they do it for you.
I know.
AI didn't do it for you.
No,
You had to put this on yourself.
I did. I even made a PowerPoint presentation when I went to market for the first time, which you should ask about that in a little bit because I got
Yeah.
to tell you how that works because people misunderstand it.
Uh-huh.
But I researched everything. I went with my PowerPoint presentation to these brands and showed them my demographics, my traffic flow around the area that I'm at. I showed them other brands I'm already going to have. I built the dream picture of what the store was going to look at like. Because like I said, dirt floor and studs, it's really hard to try to show somebody, hey, take a chance on me, bring your brand on. I'm brand new. I haven't shown you any type of results. I haven't had
Right.
anything to compare it to.
Right.
And so painting that vision and showing them all these things, they're like, this is fantastic. And a lot of brands that require you to be in business for 3 years minimum before you're able to pick them up took a chance on me, and I got some of the best names in the business.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, for those that haven't been to your Lubbock store, let us know where you're located.
We are at 73rd in Milwaukee in the Hub Shopping Center, so just down from T2Go, right there in that shopping center. Everybody knows where T2Go is, so
Right.
T2Go is a very popular place. So we're right next door to T2Go,
Okay.
just down, almost across from Teddy Jack's, a little further down, but very close to 82nd.
And you have you talk about a niche, you have a family of Signature Stag customers, people that come back on a regular basis now and are ready for your new fashions to come out, aren't they?
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, football season is crazy. We will
Yeah.
have 200 people in that store in 3 hours.
Wow.
Because they love our game day because it's so unique. So they get so excited about it. Repeat customers is about 80% of my business. So I hope that says something about Signature Stag, that we do show that we care, that we do give that excellent customer experience, that we do carry comfortable clothing, and we do what we say, and the products perform as they say,
Right.
because that's why people keep coming back.
Absolutely. Now, your newest store is in San Angelo, and I don't want to talk about it yet. We're going to take a break, and I'm going to see if I can change clothes in 3 minutes
All
or
right.
change shirts. It's not that bad, really. But San Angelo, without giving too much away, this is a different concept for you, isn't
It
it?
is my brand new concept. I'm excited to tell you guys about it because eventually it's coming to love it.
Okay, good to know. Now, I wear an IFB, which looks like a hearing aid, and I'm going to unplug that and disconnect it. See, I'm getting ready for the change here,
Change, you
Natalie.
gotta be
Yeah,
fast.
I got to take that off. And again, the first time I was on the air many years ago, a lady called in and said, I want to talk to the man that's got the hearing aid, and she'd seen my IFB. So, no hearing aid yet,
Not you.
but my
It's not
wife
him.
will tell you I may need one. All right, so we're going to be back in just a moment as we are on KCBD Now, new program on kcbd.com. And my guest today is Natalie Huey. Natalie's with Signature Stag, where you're learning all about Signature Stag. New store in San Angelo. Find out what that new concept is all about and find out what new outfit I'll be wearing as well when we return. So we'll be back with more on KCBD Now in just a moment.